everybody, welcome back to One Thing for Certain.
Let's go.
All right, I'm LA, as always.
I'm Hollis.
So, first of all, I want to start off by saying we appreciate all the support. We got some tremendous numbers. The channel's only been up for less than a month, and we are already over 100 subscribers. Last video we posted had over 1,300 views. So, clearly you guys are spreading the word. Clearly you guys like what we're doing. So just keep up the support. We actually were surprised ourselves, were we not?
I was completely surprised.
I mean, we really didn't think we'd have that many views already just on the second video. But I mean, to have over 1,300 views, that's crazy. So again, appreciate all the support. Special shout out to Legal Eagle 42. Don't know her personally. She watches our channel. She's an attorney out of Charlotte. Her and her friends actually watch our video during their lunch break. So I guess we're getting popular here all of a sudden.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So I told she hit me up on Instagram. I told her I'd give her a shout out. So hey. So with that being said, and some of you ladies are quite flirty, by the way. I'm gonna ask you a question just off topic here. Does it freak you out? I mean, how do you feel if a woman calls you cute?
I mean, at this point, it doesn't affect me either way.
Doesn't affect you?
It doesn't.
I mean,
cute, ugly, it is. I am who I am.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with who I am. So
the reason I take it is weird because I think I'm an older guy. If you called me cute when I was 18 or 19, it's cool, but it's just kind of weird. Am I weird saying it's still weird?
Yeah, I don't know. Does it feel flattering in a way?
I mean, yeah. Obviously, if a woman says you're cute, you're like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
But I don't know. I've always like once I hit a certain age and somebody says you're cute, I'm like, okay. So, all right. But anyway, appreciate all the compliments, ladies. Yeah, like I said, some of you are very flirty. So listen. Again, tonight's topic is something that was presented to us. We don't pick these topics. They're sent to us and we address them. So tonight's going to be a whopper. Can you be in love with two people at the same time? Somebody wants to know, can you be in love with two people at the same time? That's a tough one. And you already got some thoughts on it, so I'm going to let you go ahead.
I say no.
All right.
And reason being, truly being in love is overwhelming. It's a lot. I think you can be in like with two people at the same time. You can be in love with one person and then like with somebody else, but being in love with two people at once, I don't think that's possible.
All right, so I agree with you there. I don't think you can be in love with two people at the same time. I think this person is probably in love with one. Mm-hmm. And really, really, really likes the other.
Okay. I can see that.
Now, listen, they might be listening and saying, hey, I am in love with two people. I know that. Mm-hmm. My question to them would be, well, how long do you think that's going to last? Because you're going to marry both of them? You can't marry both of them.
You can't.
At least not legally, you can't.
You can't.
So what do? Eventually, you're going to have to decide which one it is. And I think, man, you had this conversation before. We was like, I said, love is not who you live with. Mm-hmm. Love is who you can't live without. And eventually, you're going to have to live without one of those.
I agree with that.
And can you do it?
Hey.
Because you don't want to live with that regret. I'm telling you, man, regret's a powerful thing. And if you choose wrong, and look, I had that happen. And somebody made a phone call to me. We were in a relationship. And the relationship ended. They started dating someone else and ended up getting married. Ooh. Right? Clearly, we both moved on. Clearly, she did. She got married. And she called me one morning, early in the morning. One of those calls where you call it so early you think something's wrong. And I asked her, I said, hey, how's everything going? She said, it's okay. I said, how's the husband? I'm clearly going to be respectful and say, how's the husband? She said, oh, it's okay. And it wasn't one of those,
ooh, it's okay.
It wasn't one of those, everything's good.
That's an invitation. It's okay. That's an invitation to ask me more so I can tell you the faults in my relationship.
I didn't want to go that route with her. And she told me, she said, it's okay. She said, it's not what I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, okay. And she says, well, I messed up. I said, what do you mean you messed up? She said, I should have worked things out with you, and I made a mistake. So she's living with that regret. And I'm telling you, I don't want to be that person. I wouldn't want to be that person. So that's the thing when you talk about being in love with two people at the same time. Because eventually, if you pick the wrong
stick a fork
one,
in it, it's done.
Yeah, because like me, I'm the type where, and this is a secret I've kept my entire life. Nobody's ever got to answer this question. Not my mama, nobody. My sister, nobody. If we are not together and you moving on, and I'm still out there, I have a set amount of time where I'm cutting the line off. And I don't care what you say to me. I don't care what the situation is. Once you reach back out to me, I'm done.
It's a done deal.
And
that's a part of being a man.
Yeah.
It's hard to go back when you move forward.
And my sister's always said, what's the time? How much time? I never told anybody. I said, they'll know.
I think it's about how much you're emotionally invested.
Exactly. And I've been like that. Like, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait. See, that's the thing about when you break up with somebody.
But I think that's men. I think that's what we do.
Yeah.
When we get past you emotionally,
yeah,
it's no turning back.
Well, this is the thing about when you break up with somebody. And this is another thing that creates the I'm in love with two people scenario, whatever the case may be. I've never rushed to break up with somebody because I know, it's eventually things might work out, things might not work out, but when you break up, or take your time when you thinking about it. Because I don't know the situation, like being in love with two people, okay, how does that work? Did you meet them both at the same time? How does that work? I just know you can't be in love with two people at the same time.
What that's two people that feel a certain need. There's something that she gets from both persons that she wants from one person.
So they're trying to create one person.
They're trying to create one person.
Or he's trying to create one woman, or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
Can't do that.
Can't. It doesn't work. But that's why people don't marry the person they truly love most of the time. A lot of the time.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to find the perfect relationship, right?
Yes.
That old saying, what's the saying? There's nobody's perfect.
Nobody.
Well, if there's nobody perfect, then that means there's no perfect relationship.
But see, there's no one that's perfect, but there's somebody that's perfect for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know it's a play on words, but I think it's the same thing. You don't have to be perfect to be perfect for me.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, everybody has their flaws.
That's right.
I mean, if you, like, some people delusional, they oh no, like, you can point out something I do wrong, I can point out something you do wrong all the time.
All the time.
But at the end of the day, if you're gonna decide, okay, well, you don't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Here's the problem with that. And again, speaking from experience, I know for a fact I've had that conversation with somebody like, well, he does this and you didn't. But at the end of the day, it's certain things that you did that he doesn't do. And I'm like, exactly.
It's always gonna be. It's about communication. If effective communication. If you want something or desire something, if you can't communicate that, then your partner has no way to know. They can't read your mind.
No, they can't.
Men and women, we think two different ways.
No, so you can't. Again, for the person that asked this question wants to know, you're only in love with one. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
If that.
You're only in love with one.
I'm not even gonna say that for sure.
The other one, and I don't know which is which, but out of the two, you're only in love with one.
You like
the other one, you really, really, really like them, but you can only be in love with one.
And you might not be in love with either one. You might just be like for both. So it just depends.
That's exactly right. Or hell, far as we know, it might be three. Who knows? I don't know. But you can't be in love with two people.
I mean, think about that. How many people have you dated in your past that, for whatever reason, didn't work out?
Yeah.
And they move on, and you get that phone call, like you said. No, I love you. I made a mistake. Or I don't love this person the way I thought. And I didn't love them. I just married them because we didn't work out.
I've had that phone call. Listen, I've been the person to make that phone call and got my spirits crushed. Listen, and first of all, don't assume I was cheating. Going to give you the situation. I was talking to two people.
Okay.
Now, was I in a committed relationship with either one? No, I was not. Mm-hmm. I couldn't decide. I liked them both the same. Wasn't in love with both.
Okay.
But I liked them both the same. So I couldn't decide, like, what do I do here? Mm-hmm. So I'm, go out each one, talk to them, whatever. But again, not committed to either one, and we understood they didn't know about each other, obviously.
Of course.
So the day came when I was like, you know what, I really want to be with this particular one.
Okay.
And when I made that phone call, she told me something I'll never forget. You know what she said?
What's that?
She said, you were warned.
Ooh.
That I was not going to wait.
Ooh.
And I was like, wow. Like, yo. So it's crazy because now you probably thinking to yourself, well, you said you were talking to two. Well, yeah, I was, but the one I really wanted just broke my heart. Because she's the one that I played around.
Now, this is the question I have. Did you default to the other one?
No.
You didn't?
Because I would have knew it would have been a waste of time.
Okay.
Listen, man, I'm like this. If I'm gonna be with somebody,
mm-hmm.
and the person I want to be with,
mm-hmm.
it's really hard for me to be fair. I don't think you're being fair to the person that you're with. I don't believe in that. That song. If you can't be with the one you love the one you with. No, that doesn't work.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I think
and
a lot of people do. They settle.
I tested that with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them, I said, does it work? They're like, no. Because if your heart is with somebody else, you're not really being fair
to the other person.
And I've tried that, it doesn't work.
It doesn't. And that's the issue with love. Can two people be on the same level at the same time in the same space? A lot of times that doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of times, if one person's ready, the other person's not for whatever reason. Yeah,
well, you got to ask yourself, how long are you willing to wait? How long are you willing to play this game? And I don't like to say it like a game,
but that's what it is.
But how long are you willing to wait and see what's going to happen? How long is it going to take for you to decide? Okay, you saying you're in love with two people. All right, how long is it going to take you to decide which one is which? Hey, you again, you can't marry two people.
You think long, you think wrong. You got to choose between one or the other.
Man, what's they say in spades? Steady long.
That's right.
Same thing with relationships.
Same thing.
You can't marry two people, so you're gonna have to decide what you want to do.
There can only be one big joker, like you said.
Exactly. So which one's gonna be the big joker? Hey. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Big joker? So you got that. So the person that wants to know, you're gonna have to decide which one it is. Because you can't be in love with two people. It just doesn't work that way.
It doesn't. You got to choose, or the decision will be made for you.
Exactly. So again, if you're listening, you're in love with one. Now, I don't know which one the one is. Another one you're really, really, really like.
I'm going to say you don't love one. I'm going to say you just really like both. Because if you love one, you would know who you love.
I don't know. Because if I really like somebody and I love the other,
mm-hmm.
the person I love, that's the person that's going to be in my mind.
Exactly.
If I
and
really
that's my
like
point.
you,
that's my point. So if you're debating on whether you love two people, I doubt you love either one, because if you love one, you would know. You would be able to differentiate between the two.
All right, well, here's a test. Here's a test for somebody who wants to know. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, if one of them walked out of my life right now, which one would bother me the most?
I think that's a good test.
Which one? Put the two people side by side and say, okay, tomorrow one of these is going to be out of my life forever.
Which one?
Which one is it going to bother you the most? And there you go.
I think
because you can do what you want. You can't run from love. You can hide and you can do whatever you want, but you can't run from it.
I would even say separate yourself from both and take some time, because for your emotions to be intertwined into two people, that means you're not stable yourself.
Yeah, you got a point there. When we debate all the time, like which questions are we going to use.
Mm-hmm.
And when this one came up, I was like, that's a good one.
It's tough.
Because I know I've never been in love with two people.
No.
Again, and I remember you shocked me with this one time. You said you only been in love one time.
One official time. And I say that comparative, because I've been in love before, but when I look back and say, was I truly in love, or was I just in like? Because to me, in love means you're for that person.
I got you.
And I've been very selfish in life. I was focused on work for a long time, and
listen, I've been down that road too.
So,
I've been in love 3 times, and I guarantee you, somebody out there right now saying, "Am I in that 3?" Never gonna tell you which 3 it was. Yeah, just know I've only been in love 3 times.
They know.
2 people at the same time? No, I can tell you that.
Yeah. No.
So at the end of the day, no. Our conclusion is you cannot be in love with 2 people at the same time.
And if you think you are, in my mind, you're probably not in love with either one.
In my mind, you're in love with one, and you really, really like the other. So you need to figure it out. You need to figure it out fast, because you're not going to be able to keep both at the same time. Just letting you know. So, hey, everybody, again, just want to thank everybody again for the support. Like I said, our last video to have over 1,300 views, that's crazy. Already over 100 subscribers. We want to go live eventually. A lot of people have been asking us, when are we going to go live? One of these days we are, because we're not always going to record a video, so we will keep you posted on when we're going to go live. Again, keep those questions coming. We got a ton of questions we can go with. The confusion, or we're always debating which ones we want to use. We got about 10 lined up now. So, so again, everybody, thanks again for the support. Until the next video, we're out. Peace.
Peace.